So we have a bit of a straight, right? I'm on the second, so let's take it up. Oh my god! Oh my goodness! Fucking man! I'm sure you can hear it. It sounded like the world is about to end. Autophiles unfortunately cannot have the whole crew here because this time we're only doing a two-seater car. There's two of us here. This is Yazid. I am Bo. Yazid is our guest today and he's a proud owner of this S2000 red color interior. As you can see, I don't know if you can see my pants. My pants matches the interior color. Okay. So we're doing a first impression right now. So I'm just driving an S2000 around like a normal person lah. Not how it should be driven, but like a normal person. Let's see how it behaves. But the seats are surprisingly comfortable.
Yeah,
very comfortable. I mean, I was expecting something along the line of something that hurts my back. You know, I'm not that young anymore. He's a young man. I'm not. But it's surprisingly very comfortable. And the steering does not feel like how most Honda would feel. Most Honda would be one finger and you can turn the whole thing, right? This is proper, man. In fact, when you're very slow, it's very light. But right now, it gets properly heavy, man. I like it. The gear shifter is very, very good. The throw is very short and very precise. The feeling is I have to tell you, is amazing. It's very sporty. You know, a lot of times, a lot of cars, I'll give you an example, like M5, you know, these are amazing cars. M3, RS4 Audi, you know, Mercedes-Benz AMG, even the Mitsubishi Lancer, these are amazing cars. However, you know that the designer of the car did not start it out as a sports car. You know, it's like a normal athlete. It's like a normal person that trains very hard, like Batman. You know, he trains himself so hard until he becomes so athletic and he becomes so competent. There are some people who are born like that. You know, like Ferrari, you know, 458, 488, you know, Lamborghini. These are brands with cars that are born like that. They are not born to do something else that they train themselves to be good at. No, man, they are born to race. Yeah, they're purpose built. And I tell you what, this Honda is one of those machines. This Honda is one of those machines. Nothing about it tells you this was a Honda. I'm not kidding you. It's. I haven't even reached, to be honest, 4,000 RPM and it's already feeling quite competent. So we have a bit of a straight, right? I'm on the second, so let's take it up. Oh my god! Oh my goodness! Fucking man! I'm sure you can hear it. It sounded like the world is about to end. The power delivery is surprisingly linear. I have to say, it's not as unpredictable as I thought, and the sense of speed is not as surprising, because I suppose because of the chassis is very well sorted. It's very, very balanced. The car is very balanced. Well, I like it. I have to say though, you will get scared of it. I mean, if you take a girl out on the first night, don't go into the VTEC zone. Don't go into the VTEC zone. It will scare her off. I'm sure you hear it just now. The interior, I have to say, one of the biggest issue with S2000 is that it's very small on the inside. It has a very huge transmission tunnel in the center.
It's because you have the gearbox
right here. They try to achieve a very good balance where they place the engine very far back. So the gearbox is actually right here. Alright, so it has a huge transmission tunnel, almost as big as what you will find on an S-Class or a 7 Series. Let's see how it handles. The turn-in is very predictable. It is definitely a driver's machine. It gets you a little bit tired if you're doing this every day. Yeah, it gets you a bit tired if you're doing this every day. Holy shit! That's what this car is for now, ultimately. This car just wants you to step on it and go, man. It just feels like that. It's a very fierce little creature. I'm telling you, it's a fearsome little creature. Treat it with respect. Okay, immediately what you feel is the car, I suppose it has less NVH. This car is a little bit more civilized. If you want to talk about how the differences between the two cars, this car is a bit more refined.
Yeah.
That one is a bit brutish, even though it looks very refined. Actually, the S2K is a little bit Jekyll and Hyde because it looks so refined, right? But oh man, the car is brutal on the inside. Well, this car is a little bit more refined. It's a little bit more modern than the S2K. S2K feels very raw. You can feel the piston running. You can feel the crankshaft pushing it.
Very mechanical.
Yeah, very mechanical. You can feel the gearbox clicking in. Whereas this one feels very, very modern. A lot of those feelings are gone. But I wouldn't say it's not a non-driver's car. It still feeds back adequately. You still feel what the wheels are doing. You feel the engine is whether it's pushing or is it relaxed. You hear the engine telling you stories. So yeah, I particularly like the sound because I feel that the 6-cylinder sounds very good. The S2K, then of course when the VTEC opens up,
yeah,
that's amazing. But a 4-cylinder is still a 4-cylinder.
Yeah.
At mid-range, a 6-cylinder feels a little bit like a very loud, how should I explain it? Like a very loud sewing machine. I like both, man.
I think they're very similar yet very, very different in their own individualistic
very,
ways.
very, very different.
Yeah.
Actually, they are similar in the sense that, I mean, they are very similar approach to a car. It's about lightness, it's about power, it's about tuning, it's about being in one with the car, feeling everything the car is telling you. But both of them are very different because one is very, very brutal, almost go-kart-like, almost kart-like. The way it twitch around, the experience, you can feel the chassis vibrating, the bars in the chassis vibrating, you can feel the wheels shaking and wow, it's so raw, man. Whereas this is a lot more refined. You don't feel a lot of this, and you can say that it takes away a bit of driver engagement, but it is a car you can drive at least 5 days in a week.
Yeah.
The S2K has a problem. It's a car I would drive if I'm in a good mood. If I'm in a foul mood and I'm going to office with 10,000 problems to solve, I don't think the car is what I would want to take.
Suspension,
yeah,
it's not going to be helping.
It's not going to help, man. It will make me very angry. You get what I mean? It's a very different approach, and I like both. And wow, it's so hard, man.
Maybe this would be the Monday to Friday car.
Oh, that would be the Sunday. Yeah.
Saturday and Sunday car.
I like both lah. I would say both are very, very good. Is there another Roadster that we haven't tried? I suppose Z4?
Yeah, the Z4, but I think the Z4 is...
It's not as... no, not there. It's not there. It's not so raw.
Yeah.
And it doesn't handle as well as this. So, it's not there. So, yeah, we started with this, with the S2000 is because it's the most powerful Roadster coming out of Japan for a long time. Of course, there are more powerful sports cars, we don't deny that, but we are not talking about sports car, we're talking about Roadster. Jinba Itai, which is the Japanese concept of the man and the machine.
Jinba Itai.
Jinba Itai, the man and the machine being one. So S2000 is one of those machines. Of course, you can say that MX-5 is one of those machines, but MX-5 doesn't have the power to deliver. Yeah, it doesn't have the power. So, of course, by right, you're supposed to compare to the Z4, the S2000. But we thought to ourselves, why not gun for the winner, man? You know, gun for the winner. And I tell you what, the S2000 did not lose. Yeah, the S2000 did not lose. That's how amazing it is. And then mind you, here's the problem. The car was designed in 1999, right? 98 actually. 1998. So yeah, it's amazing, man. Honda did an amazing job. Yes, it doesn't feel as modern as a lot of cars today, but I like it. It did not lose to this car, I have to say.
Come and get it.